Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now it's the Boise State alum, xJonny. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Second down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So after the run by xJonny, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
On third down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Get set. Blue 80. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Get down, get down. 185.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
637. Get set. Blue 80. Check, 47.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hey, down! Blue 80!
On second down, here's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
OP, OP! Down! Blue 80!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From midfield, here's Carr. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now Gallman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
This is Gallman. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. This is a Johnny. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Mayfield now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Detroit! Detroit!
First carry for James Conner. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Detroit! Detroit!
And that's going to be incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get set. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, 180.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Everyone's got 4. Get set. 185.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch 30. Get set. 180.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Carr. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing his Carr on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Get down, get down. Get wide,
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Get down, get down. Blue 80.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Down, 180.
From the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dallas Goedert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He won't go down. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Browns. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Carr going option right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw on 2nd down, Carr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They'll run it now out of the gun. Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
6:37. Now, blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Get set. 180. Cover 0.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now, blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. It got his man complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch it now, Barney!
Mayfield on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Leopard! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kelvin Benjamin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield. And he is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Express.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing, Mayfield. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hut!
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Down! 180!
Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Down! 180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Down! 280!
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Carr. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Get set. Blue 80.
To throw is Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And now running right through him. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Get down, get down. Blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, guys.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Get down, get down. Blue 80.
From the gun, Carr. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Get down, get down. Blue 80.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Following the interception, Mayfield. And the Raiders have got him.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
6:37. Down. Wide 80.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Carr now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
White Monday. No. All. Go. Get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. They'll go to P-Ryan trying to pound it in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Carr to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's second down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So on now is Blair Walsh. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on now is Blair Walsh. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this.